Hi everyone, welcome back. Welcome back to Creda Day 18. Today we're going to be making a card. I just want to tell you that I made this video this morning and I did something foolish. I deleted it. So we're going to start over, and it's afternoon in the afternoon time, which means what? I've already done most of all of my day-to-day stuff. I tried to recover the video. I couldn't recover it. It was just painful because I had talked so much and I kept it under 33 minutes and 10 seconds. It was just awesome. I thought it was a beautiful video. We did a washi tape video. I colored up this girl. I put some stickers on. I made a beautiful card in my opinion. And I deleted the footage. Oh, yeah. Mistakes happen, accidents happen. So what we're going to do is I used this washi tape and I was going to try this again, but because I used stickers that I don't have, only had one set of, I am just going to scrap the whole cutesy thing and go with something ghoulish, Halloweeny. So let's go ahead and get started. In this setting, we're going to do 3 strips of washi, I believe. I think we're going to do 3 strips of washi. I'm just thinking over here, excuse the silence. Yep, I think we're going to do 3 strips. 2 for sure. And how I like to do mine is, you've seen me do a washi tape card before. You know, a lot of us have tons and tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of washi. What are you doing with your washi? Please leave a comment below letting me know what you do with your washi. If you craft more frequently than once a month, or if you craft on a daily basis, or if you craft weekly, even if you craft once a month, let me know what you're doing with your washi. How often do you use your washi for your projects? I do believe that the next couple of videos, after I get that pocket letter, the shaker card that I could not do, I knew it was doomed from the beginning because I could not get the shaker card properly. I don't have the right material. I'm going to try it again tomorrow. I am going to get that shaker card done. And I would have did a live stream today, but life happens and I just barely got home. Which is crazy. Yeesh. I'm going to do this one. And I was going to do 3, but I'm choosing to do 2 only because this is some thick washi. And I always try to go a little bit past the edge because these edges, as you can see that I left the remnants from the first card, these edges are now going to go along these little pieces. And I always do the middle strip, whatever color, whatever pattern, and then I just do 2 on the side, and it makes, for me, it makes it very easy. You all have probably heard of seen my philosophy on washi. Washi is nice to buy, not really fun or easy to use because it's really decorative and you shouldn't use it as a staple in your crafting without reinforcing it. So you see how I just pulled it up? I did this washi, some washi the other day, and it tore my card. So it was really good washi when it came to that, but washi is just pretty to look at, in my opinion. It's eye candy. Washi is definitely eye candy. Unless you reinforce it. And I guess this washi is getting upset with me because I'm talking trash about it. But it is definitely, you know, something that you want to reinforce. And what I'm going to do to reinforce this washi is I'm going to varnish it like it needs to be varnished. I'm trying not to put any white lines in it, and that's why I keep pulling up and placing down because I can't really see. Even though I can, I can't. I know it makes no sense to you, but I don't want to put my head in a view. So these little scissors I got from shucks. I'll try to cover that up. You see I got a little white spot right there because I cut it too short. Walmart, the scissors I got from Walmart last year, I believe, during back to school season. And these are kid scissors. I just got them because they're junk scissors, so to speak. I can cut with these and not be upset that I ruined my good pair of scissors. I really need to get some adhesive scissors, but the cheapness in me is trying to wait on a coupon day at one of the stores, and the only pair of scissors I saw are the tonic ones, and they're really little. They're the short kind, and I want the bigger pair. You know, we all spend our money or splurge on some things, and other things we're like, no, I gotta wait on a coupon, I gotta wait on a sale. And that's one of the things, because at the stores where I live, there's $16. And I really, you know, I have some problems with spending $16 on a pair of scissors sometimes. Where sometimes I have no problem spending $16 on other things. So I'm just going to tear this off and place it down. And I'm going to use, another stamped out Julie Nutting doll that Owl Keep Stamping sent me. And I'm going to color her in some Halloween colors. I'm thinking purple though, really. Because purple, for whatever reason in my head, I associate that with Halloween. I guess because of witches, you know, the witches, some witches, the glam witches, they dress in purple and green. They're kind of sparkly. And also I think of like wizards, warlocks, fairies, all that stuff. Even though those are not always associated with Halloween. I think of that. And I'm just going to recycle this little bitty tiny strip. And no one will know that I made a boo-boo besides you and me. That noise you hear in the background is rain. We are getting rain. It is coming. And I'm contemplating taking an alternative route to getting my baby. Because every time it's raining, I get on the road. It's an accident. So there we go. It looks a bit weird, but that's okay. And I usually leave my strips of washi down because sometimes I try to have a stroke of genius and do something else with it, and then I'm like, that looks weird. So now what I do is I varnish it really heavily down on here. If you have a self-healing mat, the next step I'm about to show you, you probably do all the time, but I don't have a self-healing mat on my desk. And usually when I say I'm pulling out my craft mat, you know it's a magazine that I have over here. So now what I'm doing is cutting it really lightly, but really close to the edge, because I don't want to cut my mat. I definitely don't want to hear my big roommate's mouth about me destroying things. Somehow a pair of earrings and a necklace he bought me, which is a frog earring and a frog necklace he bought me, was on the floor under the couch, which is really strange because I get under the couch and I sweep quite frequently because my baby drops food on the floor, you know, his little snacks. So I don't understand. In my head, I can't fathom how the heck he found that. And I was like, what? And so now you're going to pull this up. And even though I cut it once, I'm going to cut it again really quickly. Because the closer you cut it to your card, the easier it is. And you don't have to worry about recutting it once you pull it up. Even though I feel like we are going to have to, oh no. So that is great. I love that. Yep, this girl that we're going to use definitely needs some purple on because this is a lot of green and orange, is it not? And you see right here, I was a little bit off. And that's okay because I didn't intend on cutting it that close. I just got really lucky that time. And we are going to do it just like this. And I haven't made a card in a while for Creda, I don't think. I've been trying not to fall back into my old habit, which is cards. And you know, all of my cards are very, very easy and simple to do. You know, you just fold over some paper, slap a sticker on there or a stamp, and go. But I do think that I'm going to be making some sticker cards. And by sticker cards, I mean cards with stickers on it. Because I have quite a few. I've amassed a lot of stickers from random locations. And I think sometimes whenever, in my head, when I use stickers, it kind of looks a bit juvenile. So I just want to, you know, I want it to be cute and look pretty. I do have a few ideas in my mind already, and after I get that shaker card knocked out, I'm definitely going to attempt it. I also have another project in my head, and I've been asking people and doing some YouTube research, so I'll see how that works out for me as well. Alright, so now what you can do, if you want to, you can always just fold it over just like that. And it's not a whole bunch, so it's not like it's going to look tacky or anything, but if you are more precise and you want to cut it off, you're more than welcome to cut it off. After all, it is your creation. This is just how I'm choosing to do mine. You could also have put this on another piece of paper and then put this paper on top of the card. But because I've already did my first video and I'm a little bit upset with my carelessness, this is what we have, okay? And again, I usually try to use these remnants, but today we're not going to do that. So now we're going to pull out the doll that we will be coloring. I am going to color her off camera. And so I've showed you this already, but I just want to pull it out again and show you. So this little girl will look cute on here. She's a bit big for the card. And that's why I had used this artist earlier. But I think that we're going to use her. And I have an idea for her already. So when you come back, she'll be colored up and hopefully fussy cut out. Okay, quick question. What's up with her socks? Like, so her socks are right here, right? So her legs right here. And I'm assuming, I'm going to say she's a little girl. So she's, let's say, less than 7. Are these her socks too? And then she has this ball on there. Are these supposed to be some kind of funky shoes? I don't know. Because I was thinking this is her skin, but is that a sock? Okay, so we are back. And I've colored her. Fussy cut her out. And I was contemplating cutting out this space. But I'm going to leave it alone because my luck, I'll chop off one of her legs. And I don't want that to happen. So this is what I've done. I've colored her hair black, and I gave her a little purple streak because she's a little, you know, she's a trick-or-treater, I guess you could say. She has a orange and purple bow, and her dress is all purple with, I took the darker purple that I have, and I just ran down the outlines. I colored this orange, and then I colored her socks purple and light purple. So now what I'm going to do, please don't fall, drink, is I am going to use some of these foam dots, squares, rectangles, whatever you want to call it, and put that on her head. She is going to be popped up. I got these from the Dollar Tree in case anyone's interested, and I remember when everyone started doing hauls and posting them on their Instagram pages. I was super excited about it, and then they sold these, they put these out at Joann Fabric, and I was like, oh, I gotta have both of them because they're not the same size, and I may need different sizes for this, and this, and then I couldn't find it. That is probably the story of my life, and I know a lot of other people can't find half the stuff that you know, people find, like, you know, those coloring books. I really think those coloring books that I did a flip through on was shipped to the wrong spot. Even though I know a lot of Dollar Trees had them, they came in the store and they left out the store like in days. Because I went back looking, I'll keep looking. I looked today. Oh my goodness, let me tell you. Because you know I've had one of those days, so I feel like sharing. I went to the Dollar Tree looking for something very particular. My co-worker has a son who's almost the same age as my little roommate, and he's having a birthday party. Well, I went to the store to buy him some stuff from the Dollar Tree because I'm making like a little grab bag, a birthday bag for him. I'm going to just check in here and see if any of this stuff will fit. And the lady had a stack of books, and she was like, oh, I'm not following you, because sometimes I have a backpack on my back, don't judge me. And she's like, I'm not following you. I was like, oh, it's okay if you're following me. I don't care. I'm not a thief like that. So it doesn't bother me if people follow me. They're just going to get tired of walking around in circles. So anyway, I said, yep, I'm looking for a book. Now, your normal response would be, oh, what book are you looking for? Let me help you. Right? That's what you would think. No, she said, okay. And kept it moving. I was like, okay. Sure. Great customer service. She looked flustered though, so you know I'm not gonna beat her up too much. She did look a little bit on the flustered side. I think I am going to put this one right here. Even though I had pulled this out for a different reason, I'm going to be doing something for my I want to try to make a book. I guess you could say a Halloween book. And so I'm crooked a little bit. I do like to use the paper cutter when it comes to things like this. It just makes it so much better. And if I wasn't trying to salvage the other little pieces, I would have definitely just went ahead and chop. But since I'm trying to salvage the pieces, I don't want to make a mess of the other pieces. And so this is double-sided. I think this is from Doodlebug Designs. I got it in the B-Stash. Because the only Halloween paper I know about or knew about was the paper from Michaels. And I was not about to spend $20 on Raven somebody. And then, you know, at the end of the season, they always put the stuff on sale. Ruth Inkwell did a live stream the other day, and she did a shaker where she took the funny scissors and cut it. I was like, that's so genius. Like, that's so smart. Like, the things that people do, I have some of the stuff that they have, but I never, ever think to do it the way they do it, which kind of bugs me sometimes. I'm like, I could have thought of that. I could have thought of that, but I never do think of that. So now what I was going to try to do is find my edge trimmer, but since I don't have my edge trimmer or cutter or whatever we're calling it, I'm going to use my envelope punch board. Yay! Thanks, Tracy. Excuse the camera shake. Let me just go ahead and do this and come back. Okay, so I took two foam rectangles and cut them in half. Edged the paper that I cut out with this walnut stain, and now I'm just going to put it right here at the bottom. And all of these colors do a wonderful tie-in together, and I love how it turned out. I'm not going to write anything on the inside. I rarely write stuff on the inside because I can always use these cards. In my cards, I have a swap that I'm participating in, and so the recipient can always write whatever she wants to write on there. I was going to stamp this little guy out, but I was thinking that would detract from what was going on the front. So I think we are done. I want to say thank you to everyone that is always commenting and leaving comments and, you know, just supporting me. I really, really, really appreciate that. and I hope that I'm doing the same for you. I know that I haven't been able to respond to all your comments and messages as quickly as you probably would like it, but it's very hard for me to do a video every day. It really is. Every day, and maintain a decent household with family. And remember, I'm by myself most of the time, and my little roommate needs me 99% of the time. You know, he can do some things on his own, but not many, because he's not even 2 yet. He doesn't speak English yet. So this is what we created. And again, thank you so much to Owl Keep Stamping. I'll link her information in the description box. If you're interested, go over and check out. When you do, tell her I sent you. I don't get anything for it, but I just want to make sure that we're showing some crafty love. So this was the first one that didn't get recorded. It got recorded but didn't get uploaded properly, thanks to my smartness. And I love how she came out. This is just a little artist, but this washi tape, this rose washi tape, like, I'm not a big flower, I don't go gaga over flowers, but I love that one. Like, that is, it says a lot. It's like, wow. It's awesome, you know, awesome and wow together. And then we made this cute little ghoul girl, which is very nice. And since I do have an envelope punch board, I try to make the envelopes match up. So maybe I'll make a green envelope, or orange one, or a purple one, and maybe I'll make a pink or a blue one. But that is all I really have for you today. Thank you so much for all of your kindness. Right now the world is really crazy, so maintain your kindness, and maybe we can reflect that on others. Stay safe. Happy Creda.